Welcome back. Now I'll go back to emulator and open the store again. So this time let's quickly validate the toast message. So without giving the edit box name, I'll click on let's shop and I'll try to take screenshot of this, but somehow you see that it disappears. So you will not get toast message here. Maybe you need to, okay, so I will show how to do this. Try to select a screenshot and meanwhile click on this let's shop button and it's keep on clicking this so that it will capture. Come on, capture. Okay, perfect, you got it. But there is no use of doing this. Unfortunately, you will not get any objects on this toast messages. You see that you can get objects for this edit box, for this button as well, but when you try to spy on this toast message, which is nothing but error message in this scenario, you will be not able to do that. That's okay. So when you are not able to get objects for that toast message, then how do you automate and grab that text if it is displayed or not? So for that I will show you one more thing. So this is the scrolling code. I'll put some comments. In general, when developers developing this toast message, they will give this as the class name. This is the standard, okay, Android dot widget dot toast. Okay, this is the class name given to that toast message. So even if you are not able to inspect it, by default whenever you see toast message, this will be the class name. So if there are multiple toast messages, then index 1 will be the first toast message what you will be seeing on the screen, and if you want to target second toast message, if displayed on the screen, then you need to give 2. So that means out of these 2 class names, get me the second one. So android.widget.toast, this will be the class name. So in our case, we do only have one toast message, right? We are just targeting to see whether this toast message is displaying or not. If displays, what is that text? We need to print it in the output. That is our scenario. So you can simply say it's 1. Okay, and as I also told you that if it is class name, you can use that as a tag name as well. So you can simply write XPath for this, driver dot find element by dot XPath / Android widget toast 1. Whenever you write like this, and Appium will try to identify the toasts present on that screen. Okay, so I clearly told in my previous lectures that you can use class name as tag name. Okay, at this place there are some examples also we did. So the same class name I am writing as a tag / tag name, and that's it. I am not writing any attribute equals to value because that's an optional in XPath. This part is always optional. So when you write this, obviously it will find for the toast messages on the screen, and we have only one toast message, so it will identify it. Okay, so I will actually once you identify that, I will say dot get attribute of name. What is this? So again, if you have some Android development basics, you will easily identify this, but don't worry, I'll tell you. So whenever developer create one toast message, just like where is that, just like this, and he will give the class name as Android dot toast, whatever I shown for that, and whatever the text he is printing on that toast, he will give that in name attribute. Okay, something like this. If you can able to inspect it, you will see here as a name, and value will be please enter your name. Okay, so for every toast message there will be name attribute which will have the message of the toast. That's the developer basics. Name attribute for toast messages will have the content. Okay, so that's why first I am finding that toast, and on that toast I am trying to get the attribute of name value, string toast message. I'll grab that value whatever I get from the name attribute into one string. Okay, so once I get that, I'll simply print this, and with that we can confirm if that toast message whatever we are seeing so when I run this code now, output should be like please enter your name. Okay, that's the output we are expecting, because we are trying to print the text which is present on the toast. If there is no toast message at all, then this test will fail. Okay, this XPath itself will not found and you will get the error message. But I don't want to mess this particular test case. So what I will do, so this is total another scenario of testing negative scenario, right? I'll make it 2, which is okay, and then I'll remove these lines here. In the test case 2, but to make this work, we should skip this edit box entering hello, right? If you enter hello and fill the form, then toast message will not display. If you comment this code so that, and when you click on button, as you are not entering anything in edit box, you should find the toast. So let's run this code and see how it goes. Fingers crossed. I know that it would be great if you see the spy objects in this UI automator, but unfortunately for toast messages you won't get it. So this is like dumb rule that it would be have android.widget.toast, and if you want to read the text, you can simply read with get attribute of name. It should hopefully work. Let's see how it goes. It's trying to open the app, and it will select female first, and it will select Argentina by scrolling to drop down, and then click on shop, blood shop, and it should grab that please enter your name. Perfect. You see that text is present in your output. So you can confirm that error message is working. But if you want to fail that test, if that doesn't work, then it's better to write some assertion called assert true, assert equals. So what you are expecting, please enter your name, right? Write it here. And what is the actual you are getting? You are getting toast message. Perfect. Now if the toast message whatever it grabbed from the app, if it is equals to please enter your name, your test case will pass. If it is not equals to please enter your name, your test will return as failure. Okay, this is what the actual validation is. Okay, actual validation to verify error message displaying correctly or not. Okay, so you need to have testng, or you can use JUnit for this, but don't worry, once we start framework lectures, I'll clearly explain what is testng and how we can use assertions with that. Alright, so this is very simple. Equal, assert equals. So this is equal to this or not. It will just check with this assert equals method. If they are not equal, test will return fail. If it equals, we are pass, and it passes. However, we just saw, so we need not run again and waste our time. So that's how the second scenario need to be handled, and let's see that. Fill the form details and verify toast error messages displayed appropriately for wrong inputs. We have successfully completed first scenario. I thought it was second, so let me put 1.1 for this. In the next lecture, let's quickly jump to the interesting part of shopping the items in the cart. Okay, let's see that. Thank you.